And we learned 5 numbers out from 3.14 courtesy of
Oh, I've already forgotten them.
Yep.
They're gone.
He can tell us again, though. But yeah. So, Ryan, busy day ahead, though.
Busy weather day ahead. All 4 seasons in one day across the land of enchantment. Winds gusting near 60 miles per hour in Hobbs. We had near 60 mile per hour wind gusts in places like Carlsbad, Roswell, Ruidoso earlier, and we had a 61 mile per hour wind gust at the Sunport. Much earlier this morning, a 32 mile per hour wind gust as the winds are letting up after the squall line winds move through. We'll see even more strong winds throughout the later parts of the morning, afternoon. Look at that now, a 66 mile per hour wind gust in Clayton. This is just the beginning of even stronger winds to come, potentially damaging winds. And winds may even blow more dust and elevate the fire threat. If fires do ignite, they may really start to spark up. So something we'll have to really keep an eye on, as winds are sustained right now at 33 miles per hour in Clayton, gusting twice as more at 66 miles per hour. A 32 mile per hour sustained wind in Santa Rosa, a 24 mile per hour sustained wind in Albuquerque, even a bit breezy there in Farmington. So those westerly winds drying out the atmosphere, but more strong winds to come, even stronger than right now, as that cooler air is following those westerly winds. 59 Hobbs with a 59 mile per hour wind gust, but you're soon to cool off as we're cooling off in Ruidoso, 30, 50 in Roswell and dropping with a dust storm warning. More on that just a bit. 41 in Clovis, 29 Las Vegas, teetering on the freezing mark at the Sunport, 31 now below freezing in Santa Fe. We're sitting at 25 in Durango, but we're even colder in the mountains, including Santa Fe, Ski Santa Fe that is, 13 degrees right now with a 16 mile per hour wind, a 32 mile per hour gust. We got snow, limited visibility, and even lower wind chill values. But welcoming news for the ski resorts. Winter is on its last legs. More snow. Can't wait to go to Angel Fire tomorrow with a squall line event of rain and snow moving through. A few inches of snow has fallen in places like the northern mountains, and more snow to come on the backside. This upper low kind of spinning now in northern New Mexico. You see that spin across the northern parts of the land of enchantment. And even some lightning strikes earlier, now moving closer to West Texas. And we're going to continue to watch out for more strong winds on the backside of this storm system. Low-hanging clouds, but generally mostly dry at the surface now at the Sunport. 61% humidity, 33 right now with 24 mile per hour wind, feeling like the upper teens and low 20s from time to time. A cooler afternoon, mostly in the 30s and 40s across New Mexico. 50s in Santa Rosa and high 50s, low 60s in eastern New Mexico, where that cooler air kind of just stall in far eastern areas with the elevated to critical to even high fire threat from the East Mountains all the way to the East Plains of New Mexico. Partly sunny, but dusty. Limiting visibility of the dust will be throughout the afternoon in Albuquerque in the morning, even 50 this afternoon. Cooler and windy and potentially damaging winds in east New Mexico with, if any fires do spread, again, as I mentioned, they may rapidly spread with red flag warnings in east New Mexico. Humidity as low as 10% in areas like Tucumcari, Carlsbad, and even in Des Moines. And the critical fire threat in far eastern New Mexico, but in West Texas, the extreme fire threats. So today's fire danger even higher with high winds, potentially 80 mile per hour winds under the high wind warning areas, including parts of the Camado area, Socorro areas, Tucumcari, the Raton Pass, all the way to Hobbs in the East Mountains. Now, Santa Fe, Albuquerque under wind advisories as well as southwest New Mexico, but winds may top out at most near 60 miles per hour. Winds widespread gusting more than 60, near 80 miles per hour throughout the later parts of the morning from the Raton Pass, Clines Corners, all the way towards southeast New Mexico. Winds will let up a little bit to the north, still persistent from Tucumcari to the south throughout the early afternoon, but picking up along I-25 throughout the remainder of the morning and afternoon, with not only blowing dust advisories throughout east New Mexico, but a dust storm warning in Roswell along Highway 285 already reports of brownout conditions, and that will become more prevalent as winds pick back up even more. So blowing snow in the northern western mountains, blowing dust in eastern and southern New Mexico. We're already seeing that eastern New Mexico damaging winds later this morning, and the fire threat very high today on the backside of the storm system. Lingering rain, snow showers, even drizzle in the southern mountains as well. Another storm system moves out in tomorrow. We got to watch out for more widespread rain and snow, but sporadic in nature. Albuquerque proper, mostly dry out there. Winter storm warnings in the northern mountains, in the Sierra Blanca range, in the Gila National Forest, in the San Luis Valley. up to a few more inches of snow with winter weather advisory. So wintry ahead in the Four Corners, in Alamosa and Durango. Temperatures will eventually rebound before another storm system by late Monday and Tuesday. Farmington to the south, 40s for high temperatures and lows in the teens. So really got to watch out for the colder air, black ice as well. Camado, Las Cruces, highs in the 40s and 50s, warming up later this weekend on St. Patrick's Day. Then will start to become windier. And Ruidoso, Cloudcroft, some of that dust being blown not only from I-10 but also from the mountains, White Sands, all the way toward Roswell. We're already seeing that. And in Clayton, Mora, Tucumcari, Santa Rosa, damaging winds, at least likely in a few areas today. Please be careful, especially if you're driving a high-profile vehicles. The Enchanted Circle, much needed snow. Santa Fe Espanola, kind of a wet snow or chilly rain activity, very sporadic throughout the day today. Moriarty, Tejeda, Cedar Crest, and the Sandia Crest. Chilly rain, wet snow are possible, but the winds will be the major concern from the north to south valley of Albuquerque. Much of the precipitation is over with, maybe some sprinkles and flurries in the foothills. Chilly tomorrow, some rain and snow around Albuquerque. Then we'll warm up and dry out with calmer weather briefly Sunday and Monday. And look at that, not too bad on the first day of spring on Thursday.
I'd have never known that the clouds visited my house if it wasn't for the puddles on the ground.
Yeah, watch out for black ice because it's back below freezing in some areas. But yeah, up and down those temperatures go. 4 seasons in 1 week, 1 day for some areas.
Yep. All right. Thanks a lot, Ryan.